Hello, my name is Vera Liprandi. I am a dual qualified Spanish and Italian lawyer and I work in the Tenerife office of the Cotta law. We have received many inquiries asking us if it is possible to sign a notary deed during the state of emergency in Spain. Following the royal decree that declared the state of emergency, some notary services are considered essential and it is still possible to sign some urgent deeds. The notary will decide if the deed is urgent, and normally it is possible to sign deeds of purchase and sale of a property when the term to complete is expiring, or any type of loans, deed of mortgage, all of these, because normally mortgages and these deeds are subject to a term, so the notary understands that it is urgent for the clients to be able to sign these deeds. It is normally possible also to sign an inheritance deed when the 6-month term to present the inheritance tax declaration is expiring, or if there are urgent reasons such as the lack of liquidity of the inheritors. Normally, the notary also allows people to sign urgent Spanish will and powers of attorney. In respect of the Spanish wills, it is possible to sign, in any case, holographic wills or also some special wills if there are some witnesses during the pandemic. This is, in any case, very specific and there are special requirements, so it is always better if you can sign a Spanish will in front of a notary, if possible. A notary also allows normally shareholders or company administrator to sign urgent agreements or any other deeds that can be considered urgent according to their specific circumstances. The notary office will meet all the security measures that have been established by the law, and normally the clients cannot stay in the notary office during a long time, but just for the essential time to be able to sign the deeds. In addition to these inquiries, we have also received many inquiries in respect of the effects of coronavirus on the rentals and rental contracts in Spain. There are 2 royal decrees that have established specific measures in respect of the rentals and the possibility to postpone the payment of the rental, and this is applicable to the main home and also to the premises if some requirements are met. For example, in respect of the rentals of the main home, this is possible. It is possible to request this postponement when, for example, the tenant is unemployed as a consequence of the coronavirus crisis, or he is in a ERTE, one of these special procedures to suspend a work contract during the coronavirus, or for example, if they have to look after their children and they had to reduce their hours in the contract, or also if they are self-employed and they are suffering a substantial loss of income. The term to request a postponement expires in 1 month as from the date of the decree, so it is expiring very soon, and this exceptional measure is applicable during the state of emergency and the following 4 months. Some further requirements must be met. For example, the total income of the family cannot be more than 1,613.52 euros, and the rental amount plus the basic utility bills needs to represent more than 35% of the family income. Family members cannot own a property in Spain. The tenants who want to request the postponement need to present the document to prove all the circumstances or they can declare that they will present them. The postponement must be requested in writing, and the landlord who will receive these will have a term of 7 working days to reply and accept the request, or he can also apply a 50% or a higher discount to the rental amount, or he can also reject the request, indicating the reasons for this. If there is no reply, the measure will be applicable. If the landlord owns less than 10 properties, he can reject the request, and in this case, the tenant can request a special financial aid that is granted by the state. This special aid, in any case, prevents the tenants from requesting this measure. So if you have requested this and are given this financial aid, it is not possible to request the postponement. In respect of the premises, if you are self-employed, or this is applicable also to small companies, in this case you have to meet other requirements. For example, the activity has to be suspended, or in case the activity has not been suspended due to the coronavirus situation, the turnover has to have been reduced by 75%. In case this postponement is requested by a self-employed, the self-employed worker has to be registered correctly with the Social Security. If it is requested by a company, there are limits in the assets that the company have to have, or in the turnover of the company, and also the number of the employees has to have been less than 50 employees. In respect of the landlord, if the landlord is a company that owns more than 10 properties, or a big property of more than 1,500 square meters, the conditions are different, because the request to postpone the payment of the rental will be applied automatically. However, the landlord will have to accept these, and also it will be possible to postpone the payment of the rental during all the period of the state of emergency, and then this will be renewed monthly up to 4 months. Once this period is over, obviously the tenant will have to pay back the rental, and the tenant will have a term of 2 years to do this without paying any interest or penalties. If the landlord is a company that owns less than 10 properties, the conditions are different, as it will be possible to use the deposit to pay part of the rental or the total rental. And this deposit will have to be given back by the tenant in the term of 1 year. We have also received many inquiries on child custodies and the recommendation that can be followed during the state of emergency, as obviously it is an exceptional situation that can affect custody. So the first recommendation is that parents obviously have to comply with the sanitary measures and always look for the minor's best interest. However, even if you are in an exceptional situation, court orders and mutual agreements have to be complied with, provided that the minor is not placed at risk. So the authorities recommend that parents agree the most beneficial accommodation for their children, and these agreements have to be made in writing or by the parents' lawyers. If the parents do not reach an agreement and only one of them has the custody of the child, the recommendation is that the child stays with the parent who has the custody, so that risk of contagion are minimal, and the parent will obviously have to give a daily contact with the parents who does not have the custody, so that the child and the parent can have this contact in spite of the state of emergency. It is possible also to agree the accumulation of the days that the parent who does not have the custody can visit the child, so that these days are enjoyed all together once the state of emergency ends. The most important thing in any case is that the current situation does not suspend any financial or maintenance obligation towards the children. I hope that all of this information is useful. If you need more information, obviously you can contact us by telephone or by email. Our offices are closed to the public in this moment according to the law, but we are completely available to help and advise if you need it. So, well, I hope that you are all very well and keep safe, and should you need anything, just let us know. Thank you. Bye.